Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my friends all around the world. First of all, I want to thank you for being here. I know your time is very valuable, and I can tell you in the next 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to deliver some information that may make a difference in your life and what's next for you. I know 2019, we're halfway through 2019. What decision have you made in the last 6 months to live the life that you want? Or let's look at today, to the information I'll share with you to see what's there for you. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you. But my job today is to deliver some information that it's some exciting things happening around the world with our company, and there's so many people are looking for what's next for themselves. So today's program, it's going to last about an hour, and it's two parts. Actually, I will be talking about the company, what's possible, and then another friend of mine will be coming in to tell you more about some of the products that we have and how it has made a difference for so many people around the world. And Joanne, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And at this point, what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you to get started. All right. So the company I'm talking to, I'll be sharing with you is called Jeunesse. Now, Jeunesse, the word Jeunesse, it means youth in French. Even though it means youth in French, we're an American company. We started on September 9th, 2009 in Orlando, Florida. And we focus on looking younger. I mean, how many of you guys, if you could raise your hand, tell me, how many of you guys want to look younger than you do now? Right? If we could turn back the time and say, I want to go back 10 years, 20 years back, I'm sure everyone would. But not only looking younger, but also feeling better. Now, why am I here? Because I want to tell you not just about looking younger and feeling better, but to capitalize on one of the largest opportunities I've ever faced in this industry is about online presence. So what do I mean by online presence? Well, I'm talking about global convergence. What is global convergence? For me, it's about technology. Now, I am coming to you live from Long Beach, California, and it's about the technology of how my presentation can be delivered all over the world, because we have many people, hundreds of people on this webinar today. And it makes the world so much smaller, doesn't it? It's globalization. I mean, how can we, before we had to send telegrams out. Now we could just pick up the phone and go on FaceTime or connect with our friends around the world instantly. This has created a new economy. So what's the old economy? Well, the old economy is getting up every day or Monday through Friday, going to a job that you love, right? And coming back home. This happens over and over again. What we do is we work for other people. And we're accustomed to it because what did our parents say? Get an education, get a good job, and retire with that gold watch, right? Well, nowadays with what's happening in the world, that's not there. Job guarantees, job security is not there. So what we're talking about is a new economy, is about capitalizing on business opportunities available on the internet, using the internet. So, and I want to tell you about the founders of Jeunesse Global. Now, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, these are brilliant people, and they have, hearts of gold. They're really about helping people around the world. They were actually retired. And when they came out of retirement, not that they needed money, but what they wanted was to tell other people, hey, there's a better life out there. If you work hard, that you will achieve your financial independence. You'll have time freedom to do really what you want to do instead of having to work for a living. And their son, Wendy's son, Scott Lewis, he's actually the chief visionary officer. He is all over the world. I saw him on a live Facebook video earlier today. They were in Bora Bora. And it's what they're doing is they're taking Jeunesse to all parts of the world. Now, Wendy and Randy, they are very, as I said, they've been in the industry for many years. In this industry, for the last 20 years, what they have done is taken companies to have an online presence and to share with other people how they can get involved. So what was impressive to me as a traditional business owner was how is Jeunesse able to take a product, which I'll share with you just in a few minutes, and market it to over 140 countries around the world that we do business today. Now, it's possible because what they have created in the past. Now, for me, being a traditional business owner, I know how difficult it is to do business just in California, let alone go outside of California. But to do business across the world, you have to work with the government. You have to have the products that we share. They have to be certified, make sure that what it does what it says it does. And they have to put their seal of approval to make sure that we can market there. So that's been really impressive for me to see that. And not only that, we have won so many awards. Why am I telling you this? Because I want to let you know the credibility of this company. We have won so many business awards, over 500 business awards. Recently, we won some gold business awards from product that we carry to the web content that we share, the people that visit our website, how many people visit our website. And what we have done is we have created $1 billion company in a very short period of time. We have actually done over $2.7 billion in business over the last 9.5 years. And we have many different ways to get paid, which I'll share with you shortly. One of the things I want to share with you is a company called Direct Sales Association, which is an organization that tracks companies in our industry to make sure that we follow the rules and the regulations, to make sure that we're abiding by what they say, what we're supposed to do. And we have been ranked on the top 14 companies in the world. And this is very impressive because there's thousands of companies around the world. And we reached that height so fast that people are starting to look, who is this company, Jeunesse? So I just wanted to give you some credibility about where we are, who we are, and what we have achieved in a short period of time. Road to $1 billion. Now look at all the conventional companies you see in front of you. Apple. How many of you guys have an Apple phone, right? Or a laptop? Facebook. How many of you guys are on Facebook? Amazon, eBay, Google. These are traditional companies that have reached the $1 billion mark in annual sales in less than 4 years here. Now, we as a company, Jeunesse, has reached the $1 billion mark in less than 6 years. In our industry of direct sales, network marketing, we have actually been the first company to ever do $1 billion in annual sales in less than 10 years. We did that in year number 6, year number 7, year number 8, year number 9, and soon to be year number 10. So this is exciting news. Now, what is network marketing? So I want to share with you what the difference is. Now, traditional marketing is companies spend millions of dollars each week on advertising. Now, when you turn TV on, what happens? You see advertising, you switch it off, right? So all the money that they're spending, they're not really getting the word out there because people don't want to see advertising. Those billboards, those magazines. So these companies spend millions and millions of dollars every single week on advertising. So the difference is network marketing is companies like Jeunesse, they pay people like you and I to share with other people about these amazing products, these high biotechnology products, and they pay us a lot of money to do that. And that's why it's really about the warm market connection, right? If you tell a friend that you went to a really amazing restaurant, a really amazing movie, wouldn't they go because you said it? Of course they would. Instead of seeing an advertisement for it or other form of media. So again, it's a warm relationship when you have a conversation with a person and they introduce something to you. That's why this industry is growing more than ever before, because people are saying, you know what, I don't trust what they're saying. I want to hear from a friend of mine what has done for them, what experience have they had. So this is what's different about network marketing versus traditional marketing. Now, our focus is, as a company, is focused on a $1 billion industry. It's about looking younger and feeling better. As I mentioned before, how many of you want to look young? I know I do. Now, Jeunesse is very smart. They came out with 2 products. Now, the first line of products, it helps you look younger, 5 to 10 years younger in a very short period of time. Of course, we want to achieve that, right? So the Luminous line was created. Now I'll talk a little bit more about the Luminous line in just a few minutes. And then they're very smart again and say, well, what about the inside? Of course, people want to look inside. I mean, they want to look younger on the outside, but they also want to feel better on the inside, right? So then they came up with a product called Reserve. Now this product, Reserve, is the flagship product of our company. I'll get into that as well. And not only did they do that, but, aging is inevitable, isn't it? We get older every single day we wake up. What if there's a product out there that can actually help us look younger? and reverse cellular damage caused by stress, environment, diet, all the things that are around us. Now, the Productfinity is the only product known to humans that can actually slow down aging as well as reverse cellular damage. See, biologically, I could be 20 years young, but chronologically, I'm 52 years old. So it really depends how old you are chronologically, or is it biologically? How young are my cells? How long will I live because of the cells that I have? So it's really about targeting the cells in our body. We have products like Naara, which is liquid collagen. And my friend who is going to be doing a training, she's going to talk about Zen Body and how that has impacted the world all over to help people look and feel better, because it's about burning body fat and building muscle mass. Then AMP, one of my favorite products, actually my mom's favorite product, targets 70 to 72. It has 70 to 72 different vitamins, minerals, and herbs that can slow down aging of our cells. One of my favorite products is Mind. We have a lot of things. We get bombarded by information, right? There are key ingredients in this product, Mind, called L-theanine, that has actually been proven to increase memory and more focus. If we have more focus, we could achieve so many different things, right? How many of you guys, towards the end of the day, you feel sluggish, you wish you had a pickup, right? Most people pick up an energy drink, and there's a lot of harmful things in those, ups and downs. There's a lot of caffeine. Our product Nevo has actually natural caffeines that can maintain your energy for a long period of time instead of quick ups and downs. I love the flavors, and you got to try this out. We have products like Instantly Ageless, which has gone viral on the internet. It's a micro cream that you apply under your eye bags, and within 2 minutes, your eye bags disappear for about 7 to 8 hours. It's a temporary product, but when you go to a party, when you go to a photo shoot or a wedding, don't you want to look your best? And Instantly Ageless has gone viral because it's an instant product. And Envy. Now, this is one of my wife's favorite products because it's an canned aerosol foundation. So you apply it by spraying it. And ask the person who puts you on the webinar. They'll tell you more about how the Envy product line works, and they'll send you a link to instructions on how to achieve the ultimate look by using this makeup foundation line. So this is a little bit about our product line, and I wanted to give you a gist of what it is. It's really about looking younger on the inside as well as the outside. Now, Dr. Nathan Newman, he's actually the formulator of our Luminous line of products. He is a board member of Jeunesse Global, a medical advisory board member. Not only that, but he's actually a leader in the stem cell technology around the world. He's right here in Beverly Hills. He is actually, I call him the doctor to the stars. Why? Because they go to him to really go into his office, come out looking younger than they did before when they went in. He is really an amazing person. And as a doctor, he's a cosmetic surgeon and a dermatologist, a board certified dermatologist. Not only that, but he's also a researcher and a scientist. What he discovered was what growth factors were. Now, 5-6 years ago, I didn't know what growth factors were. Growth factors are the language our skin talks to one another, similar to me speaking to you in English, so you can understand what I'm saying, right? Well, growth factors when we're young. I mean, look at kids, babies. Skin is so soft and supple, right? Because they have a lot of growth factors. And what happens as we age? Well, we lose the ability to produce growth factors, so our skin begins to look older. We see dark spots, aging, wrinkles, our skin begins to sag. That's normal. It's, as I mentioned before, it's inevitable. Aging is inevitable. And what we have done is have that language of how our cells, our collagen is brought back again. So by applying the Luminous line of products, what you're doing is you're waking up your own cells to start rejuvenating the cells again, to start working. So this way, your skin's saying, wow, I look better now. We've done numerous studies, and in these studies, a lot of people discovered that 87 to 93% of the people who use a product, they said, you know what? This is an amazing product. I can see the difference. My skin is tighter. It's brighter. I feel younger. Not only that, they feel younger, but other people tell them that, hey, listen, there's something that you're doing different because you look much different than you did before. What is it? And Dr. Nathan said something. He said that he's never seen a product that 100% of the people who use it will share with other people. Don't we do that? It's human nature, isn't it? To share things that we know that is good for us. So he said he's never seen that. And we have thousands of people around the world who use these products and seen a tremendous difference. This is my friend Winnie Sutano, and I have a very special surprise for you later. She's actually one of the 5 founding distributors of Jeunesse Global, and she's very brave. She said, instead of showing a before and after picture, what I want to do is to use Luminous, the serum, which is the only product available at the time, on half of my face. I don't know about you guys, but I would not do that. So for 10 weeks, you use it on one side. As you can see, if you look at the picture in front of you, if you look at the left side of the picture versus the right side, you'll notice that the eye bag is much more puffier on the right side. And also, you see how deep the smile line is on the right side of the picture, right? It's almost like she had a stroke on one side. But look how tight the jaw muscle is on the left side of the picture versus the right side where it's puffy and saggy. Well, this picture was taken when she's 62. I hope she doesn't get mad. I relinquish her age, but she's very proud because today she doesn't look her age because of the products and what they do. One of her friends who is a skin cancer specialist, he said, Winnie, I need to take a look at your skin. There's something going on. I want to use a dermoscope, which is a microscope, to look closely at the skin to see what's happening. And you see the picture next to Winnie's face. You see the side, it's red, and you can see the blackheads and the whiteheads. That's actually aging, because why is it red? Because collagen lies on the second layer of the skin, the dermis. And when there's no collagen, as she gets older, depletion of collagen, you can see right through the skin into the dermis to see the blood vessels. That's why it's red. That's why you see when people are older, you can see the veins and so forth. So on the left side where this yellow and shiny, what is that? Well, it states what it is. It's collagen. She's actually growing her own collagen back. So our product does not have collagen in it. It does not have stem cell in it, but it actually, remember I said it's a language of how our cells talk. So it's saying start producing collagen again, like when she was younger. So that's what's happening. That's why so many stories around the world about how they've seen a difference in their skin. Now, Reserve, remember I told you, my actually favorite product and a flagship product of the company is Reserve. The packaging has changed a little bit. It's brand new packaging. This is actually a superfood. Now, how many of you guys like red wine? Of course, guilty, right? Red wine's actually, doctors say, is good for us. And they say it has a lot of health benefits. Dr. David Sinclair of Harvard Medical School, which is a very prestigious research college here in the U.S., Dr. Sinclair said that the ingredient resveratrol, which is found in our product Reserve, has a lot of health benefits. Resveratrol comes from the skin of the red grape. And he said that many studies have been done that it helps lower high blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and also maintain blood sugar levels, as well as helps with inflammation of the joints. And also has helped with many cancer patients. Now, I'm not making any claims to our product Reserve, but our product Reserve has resveratrol, and also it has acai berry, blueberry, green tea extract, pomegranate juice, Concord grape, sweet cherry juice, aloe vera. It has all these ingredients combined together, and they work synergistically to help us not only feel more energetic, like I have more energy when I take a pack of Reserve. Very small, put it in your pocket, put it in your purse. And also, it has done a lot of health benefits for other people. And Dr. Sinclair also said that resveratrol has an element in it that it's actually able to turn on a gene that's responsible for aging. So I call this the fountain of youth. So who wouldn't want this packet, right? Everybody wants this. And the next product I want to just barely touch up on is AMPM. As I mentioned, my friend who is going to do the product side of the training, she's an expert in the product. She'll tell you more details about it. But what I want to say is my mom loves the PM because why? What it does, it helps her fall asleep better at night. So AM, obviously, you take in the morning, increases my energy levels. All these nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and herbs go to slow down aging. The PM helps people fall asleep better at night. And many times we've all heard that get a good night of rest, you have more energy the next day. That's because when we sleep, that's when our cells replicate. So by getting that good night of rest, our cells are able to rejuvenate, and then we have more energy the next day. So what is it about these products, the skincare to look younger, feel better, and well as inside, as well as, getting in shape again? What's big about these products? It's because everybody's looking for it. Why is that? It's because we are actually the entire world is actually dealing with the largest segment of population moving through time. These are known as the baby boomers, people born between 1946 and 1964. This is the largest migration of people, and they are getting older, and the next 20 years is the largest economic trend that you and I will ever see. Why? Is because they're retiring. And when they retire, what they want most is to look younger and feel better and do the things that they used to do, right? They want to be vibrant. So that's why I believe that these products are the perfect answer to creating financial independence for myself. This is the reason why I want to get involved with Jeunesse Global. Now, the next few slides are the most important slides. Why? It's really about the money. What possibilities are available to transform our life into the life that really we want. So Jeunesse has a compensation plan that I've never seen before. It is actually one of the most generous companies because it has 6 different ways to get paid, not just one. So how do we get started? Well, your friend has invited you on this webinar. They'll tell you that you will need to get started, you pay $49.95. And what do you get for that? Well, first of all, you get a website. It's a replicated website with all the products that I just talked about, with the ingredients, the how to use the products, and beautiful videos on just so you can share these videos with other people, and they'll say, wow, that's what this product does. So we actually won awards for our videos on the website. And not only that, but you're able to buy the products I just talked about wholesale. Now, who wouldn't want to buy wholesale compared to retail, right? So the first way to get paid is if a friend will buy when you have your website. And by the way, it's $49.95 here in the US, but other parts of the world it's $29.95. And there's actually a few countries that it's actually free to join at the moment. Ask the person who put you on the webinar. They'll explain to you why. So special promotions all over the world that's taking place. So retail profit, it's like anything else. You go on someone's website, you buy something, you pay retail, right? So with Jeunesse, let's say a box of Reserve. A box of Reserve is $137.95. And I'm sorry, $139.95. There's a little adjustment here. And that's a retail price. The wholesale price is $87.95. And for that, there's a difference of $52. So if, let's say my friend who is in Hong Kong buys a box of Reserve. There's 30 little packets in a box. And when they buy that packet, the company will take my friend's credit card who's in Hong Kong, and they'll charge the card, and then they'll send me the commission. At the same time, they'll ship that box of Reserve to my friend in Hong Kong. How easy is that, right? Well, the reason I like that is because all my businesses, I have to go to the post office or call FedEx to ship things out. That gets eliminated. So I have no inventory at home. I don't have a warehouse full of products that I have to sell. So it's really not about selling product. It's really about sharing what the Reserve has done for me and what the AMPM has done for my mom. And that's how we market our products. So the retail profit, anywhere from 20 to 45% markup of the product. So it's the difference between the retail and the wholesale price that you get as a commission. So a second way to make money is what we call retail sales bonus. Now, this is slightly different for my friends who are in India at the moment, because I know there's a lot of people from India who are watching this webinar. The compensation plan is slightly different, very lucrative as well. So what is retail sales bonus? Well, the company has put together 3 different packages. Now, depending on what country you are in, there's many different packages, up to 5 to 10 different packages. Now, I'm going to talk about the basic package, supreme package, and the ambassador package. The basic package is a few products, and the cost is $199.95. Just for you to see what it is. I want to test this out, see if it's for me or not. And the supreme package is $499.95. You get more product. And the package I like, and I purchased the largest package when I started, is because the largest package has many products for me to try out, to say, hey, listen, I want to try everything out, because how can I tell my friends or share with other people if I don't know what it is, if I don't know what the results of the products are? So I bought the ambassador package. That's $1149.95. So you get a lot of products. Now, one of the things that I was told when I joined was that the first package you purchase is actually 17 to 23% below wholesale. So being an entrepreneur, being a businessman, or just a person, it made perfect sense to buy the largest package. It's a no-brainer. Why? Because I get more for less money. And when I share this with my friends, of course, how many of you guys have friends who want to make some extra money, right? Side hustle, whatever it is, second job, third job. Everybody wants to make extra money. All I have to do is send them to a webinar, just like you're here watching me, and they listen to someone like me speak about the products, the technology, the company, and they decide, well, I think this may be something that I could do myself. And then they get started, just like you did. They pay the $49.95 or the $29.95 to have their own replicated website. It looks just like mine. All the websites look alike. So your name makes a difference on the website. So then they're able to buy the products wholesale. Now, when they buy that package of products, let's say your friend from Hong Kong, she bought the ambassador package. The company is very, very generous, as I mentioned. Because she went to my website and purchased that package, the company pays me a CAB bonus, customer acquisition bonus, of $200 in US dollars. Now, again, the Indian market's slightly different. And how many friends can I tell? I could tell as many friends about this as I can. So let's say 5 friends. They say, I like this. I want some of these products. I want to buy it wholesale. I want to actually buy it below wholesale. And they also buy the ambassador package, because I tell you, they're going to ask me, how did I start? I bought the largest package. They're going to say, I want to do it the same way. That's really about how to develop your business. And 5 times 200, that's $1,000. So I have almost my money back at the moment. See how fast you can get your money back in this business? Now, I have had traditional businesses. I've lost so much money, and some business I've never made money. And here, the cost to get involved in an online business where websites available, everything's available, is less than $2,000. That's the most you can spend on this to get products. And what do you lose? You lose nothing, because you have some amazing high biotechnology products you can use for yourself for more energy, to look younger, to feel better. And the reason why I started was not to just look younger. Of course, we want to look younger and feel better, but also I wanted to create a residual passive income for myself. And how does that work? Well, you can see the third column on this screen, on this chart. It's CV. It stands for commissionable volume, or I call it points. Each package and each product has a point value attached to it. So the ambassador package has 600 points. Supreme package, 300 points. Basic package, 100 points. And a box of reserve, for example, like this, is 60 points. So what does points mean? Well, points convert into dollars. It's kind of like frequent flyer miles, point, reward point. Is similar to that. And the thing is, my mom, she takes the AM, PM every single day. And when she runs out, she orders more. So it's a consumable item. So they're going to continue to order if they like it. I like it. My wife likes it. So we drink it all the time. So it becomes a consumable item. So this takes us to the third way to make and earn an income, which is called the team commission. So what is team commission? Well, we encourage you to build 2 teams. It's called the binary system that Janess has put together. And the 2 teams, a left side and a right side. Now, this happens automatic. You don't have to study. You don't have to do anything. It's automatically when someone goes to my website and they want to become a distributor, they go on either the left side or the right side. Let's say my friend Dennis goes on the right side and my friend Mary goes on the left side. Whenever they buy a package of products, remember those points. Those are very valuable. When you have 300 points on one side, 600 points accumulated on the right side, either side, automatically, total 900 points, automatically I receive $35, US dollars. Now, everybody all over the world is paid in US dollars. This is brilliant because Mary's going to start using the products. My friend Dennis is going to start sharing the products with other people, and they're going to create a buzz around, what is this? I want some of this. I want to buy some of this. So all these points accumulate. People are starting to use the products daily, and they're going to consume the product, and they continue to order over and over and over again. Now, can you see how the points add up? Now, the $35, how much do you want to make? How much can you make? Well, it depends. If you have a few people join, they're buying products, you're going to, because Dennis has friends I don't know. He's going to talk to his friends about it. They're going to join, more points. Now, when you have that combination, remember, 600, 300, 900 points, total, $35. You can make $35 a month. You can make that a week. You can make that a day. You can make that 10 times a day. It just depends on how large your business is. Now, the most amount of money that you can earn within this team commission alone is $26,250 per week. Yes, when I first saw this, I couldn't believe my eyes. And there are no guarantees. It depends on your work ethic, how hard you're willing to work and to build. That's what determines how much money you earn. And having had said that, I want to let you know that everyone has the same opportunity to make this kind of money. This is a lot of money. It's over $100,000 a month. Now, maybe you don't need that much money. There's a number that everyone has that puts a smile on their face. Now, let's just take this example of doubling your current income. You go to work, right? You get a paycheck at the end of the week or the 2 weeks or a month. Imagine doubling that number. Every month you get double. What would life be like for you? Where would you travel to? How would you shop? Or where would you go eat? What would you buy as gifts? Because why? Because this money keeps coming because it's called residual income, passive income. You did the job one time, you introduced your friend Dennis, were married to the business, and they told other people, and more people are starting to join. Now you can see how this company, your business can expand to so many countries. As Joanne mentioned earlier, my business is in over 20 countries around the world. Now, let's take to the next way to get paid. Fourth way to get paid is leadership matching bonus. So what is that? So when I introduce someone, let's say I introduce Dennis to the business, and he builds a business all over the world. So Dennis is known as level 1 distributor. That means he went to my website, he's a personal friend of mine. He joined the business, level 1 distributor. Anytime he makes $35, his team commission, the cycle bonus, I receive 20% of that from the company. Now, Dennis makes his $35, but I get commission also because I introduced Dennis. Now, Dennis's friends, I don't know them, and they're known as level 2 to me. I receive 15% of their team commission, and Dennis's friends, level 3, I receive 10%. Level 4 through 7, I receive 5%. And this is the most worthwhile work you'll do because it builds on top of building on top of building. So again, it may take some time, as I mentioned, but when you see these checks grow slowly, and you'll see, wow, I'm so glad that I started the business. Fifth way is what we call customer acquisition incentive, where when you have acquired 5 customers who just buy products, they don't want to build a business, they just want to buy the product wholesale or retail, you earn an extra 5% on your level 1 distributors. So instead of 20%, you receive 25%. And if you have 10 customers, you make 30%. So my friend Samson will always say, don't leave any money on the table. So this is important, right? Sixth way to get paid is what we call a diamond bonus pool. Now, what is a diamond bonus pool? Once you work really hard, build a business, and you achieve the rank of diamond, you get to actually participate in a pool that the company puts 3% of global volume into that pool. Depending on your volume, depending on your group volume, you get to participate. Now, I've seen some of these checks quarterly that people get. Now, these are on top of the other checks I just talked about, the 5 different ways. This is a 6th way. Every quarter, you could take a check and do whatever, what you want to buy with it. But the company has over 250 diamonds at the moment, and we are a $1 billion company. Imagine the commissionable volume on $1 billion. It's enormous. And not only that, being a diamond, you get to achieve these. You get to go on these fabulous trips, and they were just in Bora Bora, all expense paid, above water bungalows. There's so many benefits to this, and that's the last way to get paid. It's called the diamond bonus pool. Timing is everything. This is something if you want to do part-time or full-time. It's really about what type of time you want to put into it. Now, what I just shared with you is really an award-winning a company with a lot of award-winning products. And the founders, these two have the hearts of gold. There's an organization called Jeunesse Kids, and then we give millions of dollars back to people just to help kids around the world. And we ranked at the top as one of the top 100 companies in the world. It's not every day that you can say I work for a $1 billion company that's been ranked in the top 100 companies, fastest growing companies in the world. And it's a proven system. We're 9.5 years into this business right now. Our products work, our checks arrive on time, and people are happy. And the website, as well as the help desk support, is in multiple languages. And the last thing I want to share with you is incentive trips. We just went on this incentive trips, my wife and I. You can achieve this. You start today, you can achieve the next trip, which is a trip to Orlando to our 10-year expo. It's going to be one of the biggest parties that you've ever been to. But I want to share a little bit about these incentive trips. Last trip, there were over 19,750 people who won a free trip. And some of the people I met on this trip were in Rome. We had the best time. The best time, why? Is because we don't have to pay for anything. Everything's paid for. Our food, lodging, our experiences. We went to the Sixtine Chapel. We went to see the Colosseum. It was just a spectacular trip. And I met so many people around the world who have the same mindset. They want to achieve success. They want to do other things. They want to live life. They don't want to work. I mean, of course they want to work, but they don't want to work for other people. They want to really enjoy life. Why are we working? Because to pay our bills and to enjoy life, right? What if you can create something that comes true to you? Have you ever wondered, how far your dreams can take you? Have you ever thought, look back at the last 5 years of your life and ask yourself, what dreams have I had and what have I been able to achieve? It really depends on you. And what decision can you make today to make a difference for yourself? Now, at this point, what I want to do is I want to actually turn off screen sharing, and I want to invite some friends of mine. Now, these are friends from all over the world that I met on because of Jeunesse, because of this business. And they actually have a lot of amazing stories on what they have achieved for themselves. So first of all, I want to invite Stella from Hong Kong. Stella, are you there? Stella? Yes, yes. Stella, how are you? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, why don't we do this? While we get the camera working, I'm going to invite my friend. This is a surprise guest here that we have. This is a surprise guest. Let me see. Oh, there you are, Mary. There you are, Stella. Okay. All right, good. So Stella, tell us about you. You're in Hong Kong, and just to briefly share your background with the rest of the world. A wedding planner, right? Yep. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm. So what you're saying, you spend a lot of money for your business advertising, but you don't know if you're going to get that back or not. Got it. Got it. Well, I mean, I've experienced that being a traditional business owner as well. So what is it about Jeunesse that you saw, you being a business owner, traditional business owner, because I know what I saw. I saw a lot of possibilities that could be created for myself. But for yourself, Stella, what did you see for yourself? Mm. Got it. I was able to spend some time with Harris. I was in Vietnam last month, and I met up with Harris for a couple of days, and he's such an amazing person, such an amazing leader, and just a positive, and he really is about helping other people around the world. I mean, because his background is engineering background. And for him to see something like this and to really share with his friends, like he shared with you, like I share with my friend, Harris shared with you. That's why you're here today. So I'm glad that that you're with us and that you see something for yourself. Yeah, especially because of being a traditional business owner, you saw something for yourself that makes a big difference, because instead of having to invest a lot of money, right? And so what is this? Tell me about this, the drum set in the background. What is that about? Is that yours? Electronic drum set. Wow, look at that. You have more free time now or what? Yeah, got it. Wow. 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 That's incredible, because it's really about having, not just having money, but having the time freedom to enjoy it, right? Uh, you play, how many people say, I think I'm going to pick up playing drums all of a sudden, right? So this is amazing. One of the yeah, another, yeah, go ahead. Wow, look at that. That's exciting. Another thing I wanted to ask you is, you went to a university. It's called the Jeunesse University in Hong Kong recently. Can you just, in 1 minute, can you share the experience that you had? How many people were there? Yeah. Mm, mm, yeah. 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 So Stella, the doctors that Stella was talking about is Dr. Vincent Giampapa, who was formulator of some of our products like the AMPM and Zen Body, and Dr. Nathan Newman, who was a formulator of the Luminous line, as well as another Chinese doctor that talked about health, right? So you're talking about 12,000 people. Now, this is something that gets sold out within 3 hours. So this happened. How many? One. 1 hour, 12,000 tickets were sold. So again, there must be something why this university, which happens, what, twice a year now? So 3 times a year, this university gets sold out. 12,000 people. Before it was 3 hours, now it's down to 1 hour, it gets sold out. So there must be something. Yeah. So it's really about people willing to learn about how to do the business. It's just being open, right? So I really want to thank you for being here, Stella, and sharing your background from a traditional business owner now to playing the drums, having fun times. There you go. Good job. So thank you so much, Stella. I appreciate it. Yes, see you next time. Next, we're going to fly all the way to Malaysia. Malaysia, Mary, are you there?
Hi, I think we're flying to Singapore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Singapore. Yes,
It's okay,
wrong.
we are neighbor to Malaysia.
Yeah, yeah, Singapore. Yes, yes, Singapore. Beautiful, a beautiful country you have, Mary. So now, Mary, for those of you who don't know Mary, Mary is a very famous distributor, and she is all over the social media about Zen Body that we just talked about. So, Mary, just tell us a little bit about your background before Jeunesse.
Okay, I'm a chartered accountant, and so I used to work as an external auditor for more than 10 years. Then I came out to run on my own consultancy firm. And yep, for the past, I think almost like 20 years doing that. But 6 years ago, I got to know Jeunesse, and things totally changed my life. I'm not desk bound. I'm not just stuck in Singapore. But you know what? I travel around the world, enjoying myself, like what you have shared about the incentive trip that I went, that we all enjoy. Yeah, yes. I never miss one, and it's like, I remember my first incentive trip was, I just joined less than 6 months, yes. And it was a surprise, and I got to Rome too, Oh, wow. City and all, it was so interesting. Yeah, and the best part, like what you say, is fully paid, right? I mean, yes. And yet at the same time, you're earning this platform income. Well, it's nothing. I don't know what else to say already. Yeah. So that's a big background of myself.
And now Mary, Mary has been working closely with Mark McDonald, who is a brand ambassador for Zen Body System and Zen Project 8, and her teammate Joanne. They travel the world and they go to events with Mark McDonald to really share about how to transform your body, to build muscle, have more energy. It's really a lifestyle change. So it's something that you never thought would happen to you, right? 6 years ago, you weren't thinking about you're going to be this famous person talking about Zen body, right? Look at you now.
Well, I wouldn't want to talk about a famous person, but the part about body transformation is definitely is what you really want. If you were to want to see me 6 years ago, and now I'm totally different in terms of looks, in terms of energy, in terms of mindset, in terms of experience, it's totally different. It's a total transformation.
I want you to touch just barely on what you just said about mindset. So this is not just a business that you saw for yourself. What is the mindset change that you saw with this?
I see it as a growth mindset, that what we can learn over here, as what you have earlier mentioned, that is this personal growth that you can really gain so much from this platform. The people that you meet, the team that you work with, and also together with the whole group of the business, a plan and everything that you strategize together, you plan together. And so it allows you to grow, understanding people more, I would say, and improving of your personal communication skill, and as well as your presentation skill, and as well as like your mindset of be able to see beyond what you thought the world is so small. But the world is so huge, and as you travel the world, you get to meet different people. You understand people more, and you understand the culture. You get to understand how different people work their business. So it was so much more to learn.
Yeah. So brilliant, Mary, because this is not just about products that you sell or share with people. It's not about making money. Obviously it's about making money also, but it's beyond that. It's the mindset, the total transformation of your mind, body, and who you have become now. It's completely different than you 6 years ago, right?
Exactly. You've gone the days of like, after some years, who hates their job? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can earn money, but you really hate to go to an office, and you hate your boss or you hate your client.
No. People love their bosses. They love their work. They go 5-6 days a week.
But you know what? In this platform, you love everybody. You enjoy your work. You enjoy the products. You look younger. You feel younger. You became younger. At the same time, you earn money.
Oh, yeah.
So what else do you want?
I have met some incredible people on this journey, Mary, from all over the world. I have made new friends that we talk, and it's a completely different, because when you have a conversation with someone about, hey, what's possible now, instead of, I don't want to go to my work, I don't know how to make more money, it's a total different conversation. So, Mary, thank you so much for being here and sharing. And Mary today is also helping us with being the administrator to make this webinar possible. So thank you so much for the double duty here. So thank you, Mary.
You did great, Ralph. Bas, I really enjoy your presentation. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next, remember I told you I have a guest speaker, right? She's a special guest. This lady is one of the 5 founding distributors of Jeunesse Global. She is dynamite. She has lots of energy. I was actually fortunate to have a fun meal at her place not long ago, actually. I want to introduce Winnie Sutano, who was in the picture earlier that we talked about, used the product in half of her face. Winnie, how are you?
Hey, Faz, how are you? Always love your presentation. Always has a lot of energy.
Thank you so much, Winnie.
Okay, all right, I'm ready now. Okay.
Okay, good. Winnie,
Thank you for having me, Faz. Yes.
You're welcome. Wow, Winnie, I'd love to have you on because, you have a wealth of information. Just share with us. I know I just mentioned that Winnie is one of the 5 founding distributors of Jeunesse Global, and what you have seen over the last 9.5, 10 years it's incredible, right? Share with just a little bit about your background. You're an engineer, and what are you doing talking about Jeunesse?
Oh, okay. Yes, I have a master's degree of a civil engineer, and I immigrated to the U.S. 40 years ago. So I've been living in the U.S. for 40 years, and it's just working as an engineer here in the U.S. only for 5 years. And then I was thinking, after I have my 2 children, I decided not to work for 8 hours a day anymore. So I just try to find something that I can do at home. That's what. And then I went to, of course, the network marketing company was my target because I didn't have that much capital. So I knew if I could work hard with that small capital, I could be successful. So one after another, but I know exactly that Jeunesse is the last company I'm with, and I will be, So.
Really, I just want to comment on something you just said that was really brilliant. It was about the capital. Now, a lot of people don't have a lot of money to invest in this and businesses they don't know about. This, you didn't understand how this industry worked before, but you knew that you wanted freedom to spend with your kids. That's what you knew, right? And someone told you by getting involved in this industry, you could invest a small amount of money, not invest, but to join, to buy some products, and that you could create the life that you really want. So
exactly, yes,
that's what you have done.
Exactly, with that small amount of money, just with action, by working hard and working with the team, it's just unbelievable result.
Now,
that's what I wanted. So that's why it happens. It happens with Jeunesse. Before, from one company to another company, yes, I make money. Enough to cover the expenses, everyday expenses, but I could not really enjoy with the lifestyle I have now.
Yeah. Now, Winnie, one of the things you said, to become a civil engineer, you have to have a lot of schooling, a lot of studying, right? And then you don't make money till you get your degree and get a job, correct?
Exactly. 20 years.
With Jeunesse, you started and then you started making money right away. Why is that? And how did you learn about the industry of network marketing? How did you learn to become the leader who you are and to understand about making money?
Yeah, but because of the residual income, with just like what Paul Gadden said, if you with one person you have compared to 100%, if you make $1 from 100 people, isn't it better than make $100 from one person?
Oh yeah,
the concept. With that small amount of capital, and by working hard, and of course, I had to choose a good or the right company with the right and excellent product with the best leadership.
Yes.
Then we could make it. That's why I follow Kim Hui, the top leader of this Jeunesse, the world top leader of Jeunesse. I was so blessed that when she found out about this Jeunesse, she invited 4 of her friends, and I was one of them.
Wow.
It's good that I took that opportunity. I went to her house. We all 4 of us went to her house, just sitting down around the kitchen table. She was sharing with us that Wendy and Randy, who we knew them before that they could provide the platform and, of course, the global platform and infrastructure. It's just, because of the working before with them, just because of that, and we believe with this, even though we didn't know about the products, how the product would do, just believe with their capability to provide us the infrastructure and the global platform. So that's why with Kim as our leader, I was so blessed that I could, that I took that opportunity fast. I could not imagine. Sometime when I was thinking, what happened if she invited me and I had a reason? Maybe next time, or maybe I was just like, sometimes I got scared.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Because that's by going to her house, just getting together with 5 of us, and we started right there. It's just, oh my gosh, when I recall and I think about that, it's just, it's just so blessed that I made that decision to join Kim. Kim. It's just unbelievable. I cannot say, using my own words. It's just so difficult to
Well, I think everyone gets your energy on what you saw and how blessed you are. And in closing, when one of the famous quotes you just mentioned about J. Paul Getty, he said, "I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of myself." So I really get that. You understand that, and you learned it, and you really applied that to build your business around the world. And another thing you mentioned was really about how, saying yes to something and not knowing what it is. I think a lot of people, Winnie, as you said, they're like, I don't know, next time. There's always a reason why people get stopped in what they want to have in their life. Always a reason. But instead of that, you said yes. And I said yes. Many people said yes. Some people said no. So because you said yes, and you decide that you're going to be open to learn and achieve and create the leadership which you have done.
Exactly.
It has created life that
people sometimes say yes and do nothing.
Yeah, sure.
We said yes, and we start doing a massive action right away, without thinking about a lot of challenges that we didn't really care, even ugly challenges. We didn't care. We just kept moving forward, and that's we get the result now. We work hard. I worked hard at the beginning, but now I can enjoy my life.
I know.
It's just amazing.
And I just want to say, last thing I want.
I'm 72 years old.
You look good. And
72, but I still have enough energy to, we always meet. We always get together here at my house, and
I know. Well, the best times.
My excitement is just never stop from the beginning until now. I am still the same excited distributor, excited person. Talking about Jeunesse. It's just unbelievable fast.
Thank you so much, Winnie. I told you Winnie's the Energizer Bunny. She has so much energy. So I really want to thank you for Winnie for sharing that, because I know now, you're able to, with all the work that you've done in the last 9.5 years, you're able to really enjoy. Because, when my wife and I and some friends, we were at your house a couple of weeks last week, we were able to really have sit-down dinner and enjoy and celebrate birthday. So I really want to thank you for that experience, and not only that, but for being the leader who you are. So again, thanks for being here, and I appreciate you.
So much for having me, Faz, to share.
Yep. Take care of yourself.
Okay.
Bye, Winnie.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Next, the most important part of